What if I'm going to be obese forever, till the end of my life? What if, no matter all those efforts and planning and sacrifices that I have done, and all those goals I have set for myself, are actually all for nothing, and it's never gonna happen, and I'm going to be obese forever? What to do? How to still love myself? How still accept myself, taking into account this condition? So hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about pretty sensitive topic, something that I've started digging up recently, trying to ask myself some questions, trying to understand where I am in this matter. What if I'm going to be obese forever? Can I accept myself? Can I love myself while I'm still being in that body that I think it's not good for me, that I kind of think that it's not even my body, because in my head I live in a different reality where I have different body, and this body that I have now I kind of need to fix because there is something wrong with this. And you know, I even buying some clothes not for my current body that I have. I keep wearing my old stuff, or the stuff I bought just because I have nothing to wear, since I gained some weight in the last 4-5 years, so I didn't have anything to wear, so I bought that clothes only for one purpose: to wear it temporarily, while I'm kind of losing this weight, and I will be back to my weight that it should be mine. So I'm not buying new and like really nice clothes for the current me, but only for that person that I think I will be very soon. How to accept myself in this condition. And I think it's important because I heard from so many people who were able to lose weight successfully and reach their goals, health-related goals and weight-related goals, after years and years of trying. And this is actually my scenario. I've been trying to lose weight practically for all my life since I was a teenager, and I had some successful moments with that. But practically most of my life I've been overweight, and in the last couple of years situation became even more critical. So as of now I am obese, and it's so hard to live in a body that you do not accept. So I started asking myself questions, since all those people telling that before you change you need to accept yourself. Psychologists talking about that, health influencers, and it kind of feels like true. It's very hard to change something which you see with hate, with shame, with criticism, and it feels like these changes, especially body change, mental change, should come from the place of love. But it's tricky. It's kind of like how to love myself, how to change myself, how to accept myself while I'm in that shape, in that state, which I find not possible to accept. The first thing that I kind of clarified for myself, that accepting myself doesn't mean giving up on change. So if I accept myself, it doesn't mean that I accept this body stay with me till the end of my life, or some certain other issues stay with me forever. I'm accepting my body as it is, as a person. I'm trying to accept my body as it is. Obviously I'm not yet there, as a person who deserves love, respect and everything, but at the same time I'm not giving up on change. So the trick is, at least I feel it like this, I should accept myself as I am now, but at the same time I should be ready to change and accept that version of me which I will become in the future. And that version of me can be in a better conditions from the place I am now, or maybe even in a worse condition. So kind of this state of self-acceptance should be constant, and such variables as weight, health, some other things should not influence this self-acceptance. And it feels kind of so unclear in terms how to find this place. According to what I've read and researched recently, the first kind of stage of understanding this place where you are starting accepting yourself, it's kind of giving up denial phase. So you're not trying to fake, you're not trying to lie to yourself that you are happy with the current state. Yeah, it's a good idea to be positive. It's a good idea kind of slowly try to build a reality and convince yourself. And I talk about that in my previous videos, that even though I don't like some certain type of food, kind of healthy type of food, I'm kind of trying to trick my brain into start loving it. And it works for me at least. But it seems that especially this idea of self-acceptance is a little bit different. So probably the first thing, like a way to this total self-acceptance, is the idea that you acknowledge the current state that you have, you acknowledge that you are not happy with that, even though it doesn't mean that you do not deserve self-love. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve enjoyment, because enjoyment, fun, satisfaction is not only for thin people, it's for everybody. And no matter what my size is, I am worthy. I deserve love. I deserve respect. First of all, from myself. I deserve love and respect, first of all, from myself. And yeah, there are things that I'm not happy yet. And I'm not in the body that I would like to be, from the terms of aesthetics, from terms of health and other aspects. I'm not there yet. But it doesn't mean that I can accept myself and love myself only when I'm going to be smaller. This acceptance somehow should start now. And it feels like this acceptance should be without self-hate, without self-shame, without all this negative language. And I've been talking about that in a couple of my previous videos, that I'm currently working actively on the way how I talk to myself, to my self-talk, to the way I see my goals. I'm trying to extend my whys and reasoning. I'm trying to come to this point from the place of love, understanding, rather than from the place of hate, shame, and all this negativity around it. And what I find useful for me personally, it's this idea that when I'm accepting myself, I'm accepting myself totally. And me, it's not just my weight. Me, it's all my feelings, my emotions, my kindness, my love to other people, my professionalism, my so many good qualities that I have, which I actually accept, and I don't blame myself about that. So when I'm accepting myself, I'm accepting myself totally. It's not just like I can accept myself only in one aspect, my body weight, or the way I look in and see myself in the mirror, but I accept myself completely with all those good things that I believe about myself. So it comes kind of easier in that way, because when I'm trying to separate all different aspects and evaluate my feelings, evaluate my personal qualities, evaluate my character, evaluate my body weight, it comes too much overwhelming to me. But in case I kind of accept myself completely, totally, I understand that there are so many good things about me, and I'm sure there are so many good things about each of us, that weight, it's kind of part of it. Yeah, it can be bigger with some people. In my case, it's kind of big, because this is something that I've been dealing with for practically all my life, yet it's not a single component of me. So body, it's a part of something. And when I accept myself, I accept myself everything. And there are so many other things that I'm so easily accepting. So it's like so much easier to accept yourself when you're thinking about bigger picture, when you're trying to accept only some small parts of it. I hope I was able to clarify what it actually I mean. Anyway, my point is, we need to try to accept us completely. with all the good sides, which definitely we have. And in this case, all those negative sides, they are not like isolated and single. They're coming like a group, like a crowd with many other aspects. And it's so much easier to accept this whole group rather than doing this face check for each of these components. Some of them kind of harder for us to accept. So what I'm doing currently and what I'm planning currently to do in this aspect in terms of improving my relationship with myself and actually start accepting myself better. So the first stage, obviously, it's a language, self-talk, the way we talk to ourselves, and it's mostly practical thing. You just need to observe yourself, pay attention to the words, to the language you're using when you talk about yourself, about your goals, about your plans, and slowly change it. All those bad words, harsh words that sometimes we use to ourselves, we are trying to replace with more understanding, more love, more acceptance. It takes time, but the thing is, when it's on autopilot, you kind of just living in that repetitive scenario. But when you start paying attention and with efforts first replacing all those negative language, all those negative words, it's kind of getting easier, and brain is learning this strategy. The brain is learning this part of observing and monitoring and replacing, and day by day it does getting better. Just need to give it some time, need to give it some effort, and just like work from there. Next point is this idea of value my body now. So I'm trying to appreciate what I can do now. I can walk, unfortunately, so people don't have this opportunity. I can use stairs, I can go to places I want, I can swim, I can go to forest and walk. I have energy still to do many things. I'm able to care about my loved ones. I'm able to walk with my dog. I'm able to make my place better. I'm able to do so many things, and I don't need anybody's help for that. And it's a big gift. It's something that I should not take for granted, because so many people do not have it. And I feel envy for those who are slim, but still I believe some people are envy for what I have, for me being able to walk, being able to do what I can do. And I should not be blind about that. I should not be ignorant about that. And I should appreciate my body, my health. Thanks to my body, I'm able to do so many things. And it's hypocrisy to blame myself, to hate myself, to shame myself for this lovely body, for this beautiful body that let me do so many nice things. So again, it's easier said than done, but practice, appreciation, paying attention to that. We don't have this feeling because we are not paying attention to that. But once we start paying attention, once we start consciously thinking about that, this self-value, this own body value slowly growing. And I'm only at the very beginning of this transition, but it feels like this is the right thing to do, and I'm gonna continue doing it, and I will inform on the progress in one of my next videos. Next part, which is probably now the biggest for me, it's making peace with what if. And what do I mean by that? It's like, what if I will be obese till the end of my life? What if I never be able to lose this weight? Do I deserve happiness in this matter? Do I deserve love? Am I worthy if no matter what I do, I still going to be obese? Maybe even, what if I'm going to gain even more weight? Am I okay with that? Am I going to love myself? Do I deserve living in this condition? And these are kind of harsh words to ask oneself. But when we are in a better state of mind, especially when we are trying to collect many good things about us, all those good things that we already have and grateful for, It comes from the better place, slowly. So again, I think I need to work on that a little bit more, but I feel that no matter what, no matter weight I'm going to be, no matter shape I'm going to be, I still want to live because I love life. I still want to be able to do things. So even if I'm obese, probably, definitely, even if I'm obese, I'm gonna love going to sea. I'm gonna love swimming. I'm gonna love walking in the forest. I'm definitely never give up on walking with my dog, on those all those nice traveling experiences. So I'm worthy, and even though I'm going to be obese till the end of my life, hopefully not, but what if? And maybe I'm going to be even bigger, I still deserve all those funny moments. I still deserve all those nice, memorable moments full of enjoyment, love, excitement. And I'm trying to think about that at least a couple of times per week. I even set a reminder in my phone about that in order to make peace with these negative emotions, to this potentially possible negative scenario in my head. It feels it's gonna be good for me, but again, since I'm just starting, I don't have a lot of information about that yet to share with you from my personal experience, so I'm gonna make some update videos a few months later. Next point that I think is good, and this is something that I've recently started working on, it's setting my goals rooted in care. And again, I told about that in one of my previous videos, that I'm trying to extend my why. So I'm trying to eat healthy and walk and do all those exercises, not just because I want to lose weight, not just because I want to be slimmer and smaller, but also because I want to be healthy. Because when I'm getting old, when I'm going to be older, when I will be 60, 70, 90, I still want to be able to do so many nice things. I don't want to be like not able to move, only stay in bed, stay on sofa and not being able to do all those nice things. I want to be active, as much as active as I possibly can. And in order for me to be in that place some years later, I need to walk, I need to try to pay attention to food, I need to do some exercises. And when I'm walking, for example, instead of telling to myself that I'm doing it only because I want to lose weight, I'm trying to tell myself I'm doing it as a sign of self-care. I'm doing it as a sign of self-love. I'm eating now this salad because I care about myself. I'm eating now these vegetables because I love myself. I opt for these fruits instead of ice cream, or I'm just kind of make it some kind of mixture, again, as a sign for self-care, not self-punishment because I want to fix myself, I want to be smaller. No, these decisions I'm making from the point of self-care. And again, it does take time to adjust to it and to make yourself believe into that, but it's such a nice tool. The perspective is getting so much wider, and in case you have ever tried to do something like that, you know what I'm talking about. This idea that you are not punishing yourself, you are not blaming yourself, you are not talking to yourself with hate, but you're coming from the place of care, place of love, place of respect. It's so thrilling, it's so eye-opening, and it gives you really nice feeling. The only thing we need is just to give yourself time to be conscious about that, to pay attention to that, because once we're living in our old automated modes, in all those scenarios that we keep repeating for many years, it's a bit hard to break all those habits. So definitely you should give yourself time, and we are all so different. So for somebody it may take more time than for other people, but it's totally worth it. And as some kind of summary, I want to share one sentence that I've seen from ChatGPT actually when I was chatting with ChatGPT about this topic and asking for some relevant research and experience of other people. And I heard this phrase, this sentence, that true acceptance unlocks change. And I don't know why, but I like this sentence so much, because it kind of like, I got some kind of insight. It feels like so true for me, so eye-opening. It's like, really, it's so hard to change in case I'm fighting with myself, in case I hate myself. But if I truly, truly accept myself with all my big pluses and my minuses, it feels kind of that I'm building this road for change. Because the only way to change, and I truly believe in it now, is it's from this place of love and respect that I'm talking about. And I like this phrase so much that I put this on my screen, on my phone and on my computer, in order to see it and to remind myself that if I really want to change, if I really want to reach all those ambitious goals that I have set for myself, if I really want to be healthy and energetic in my older age and a few years later and now, if I want all those things that I have set for myself, the easiest and the shortest way to be there is actually to accept myself now, in my current state, again, with all of my pluses, with all of my minuses, the way I see them, to speed up the process. So I hope you like this video. This is a topic that I've started exploring recently, so I don't have a lot of information about it yet, but it feels very important to me, at least in this stage of my life I am right now. So in case you have some interesting research, some interesting information, interesting personal experience in this matter, please share in the comment. I would love to see it. And as I told before, it's a good idea to share different experiences, different opinion, different tools, because the more of them we have, the more of them we are aware of, the richer we are getting, and the more tools we have on our hands to actually change our life for better and improve our physical health, our mental health, relationship with ourselves, and so many other nice things. So thank you for being with me, and I will see you soon.